You got?
I'm going to take Justin Herbert over 18.5 rushing yards. He's gone over this number in 9 of 12 games. Now, I understand he's dealing with the broken hand. I think he's just going to get in there and play like
Football
Justin
players
Herbert.
play.
Football players, football.
Looking at the Chargers' run game as well, Jay. I know it's the return for Amari and Hampton, so people are like, maybe we'll be careful with them. I'm going over 11.5 rushing attempts.
I think we all see this game the same way, Connor, because if Amari and Hampton is running the ball and Justin Herbert is running the ball, you know what's not happening? Justin Herbert passing the ball. So give me Justin Herbert under 31.5 pass attempts.
Nice night for the lads.
It is. And you know, it's crazy. All those lines, like, you gave it out at 11.5. It closed at 10.5. And 31.5, actually, under 31.5 pass attempts, closed at 32.5 pass attempts, I believe.
So some people got even better value after.
Yeah, I should have taken over 65.5 on the rushing yards.
Oh, man,
he just went wild.
I mean, he's one of those guys, like, his brain is programmed where he's on the field. It doesn't matter if he has no legs.
He's in stiff arms with a broken hand.
No, it was insanity. Here's the notable fantasy performances. Nothing really overly inspiring, though, from this game. Saquon got going, had some big runs. A.J. Brown should have had a bigger night, honestly. Amari and Hampton's usage,
Jalen Hurts.
We'll get into that in just a little bit. But the bottom line is Jalen Hurts managers, you drink for free.
Look at that. 0.4 fantasy points. Jalen Hurts managers drink for free. One of the most insane plays I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And you can tell I've been watching football a long, long time.
Since when the Nets were in New Jersey.
Yeah, that's right. In 2020.
Since Methuselah, as we discussed yesterday's show. Jalen Hurts throws an interception, -2. They run it back. It gets stripped. Jalen Hurts picks up the fumble.
Yeah.
Takes 2 steps and then gets stripped to the fumble. Literally gets -4 fantasy points on the same play. As you see this tweet here from John Clark of NBC Sports in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts had a career-high 5 turnovers last night. That's the most by an Eagles player in 25 years, and he's the first player in the NFL in 47 years to have 2 turnovers on 1 play. Yes, -4 fantasy points. And I tweeted this out earlier, guys, that given the stakes, that Jalen Hurts was universally drafted as a top 4 fantasy quarterback, so he was started everywhere. Given that this was week 14 and the last game, you know, this is basically win and get in for pretty much every fantasy league. And it's the last game of the week. And so you've got your star quarterback in a game in which so many fantasy managers needed to win to get in. You know, I always do my Monday Night Miracle. I can't tell you how many people said, this is how many I need from Hurts. I need this from Monday Hurts. And for him to have -4 points on 1 play, I would argue is the most damaging play in fantasy football this year and potentially history, given the time, the circumstances, everything like that. -4, and to have literally like 0.5 points. Like, you'd have been better. I mean, like.
What an absolute debacle of performance from the Eagles. The fact that at one point Justin Herbert's pressure rate was like 72%. He's getting pressured on set. He had no chance back there. The Eagles had no right to lose that game at all. Jalen Hurts just needed to have 4 turnovers instead of 5, and they win the game handily in the end. I don't know fantasy-wise what the real takeaways are on the Eagles side. I don't think there's really anything there, but
they're home to Las Vegas. They're 11.5 point favorites.
They're going to win the division fraudulently.
Yes, exactly.
And then my Packers, my adopted team. I'm still a Colts man. Packers are my second team.
Oh no! He just cursed the Packers.
No,
there you go. It's over.
I don't fear. I don't fear the
Parsons.
Eagles. If the Packers play the
Famous
Eagles in the
last
playoffs, the Packers will destroy them. They'll destroy them because the game will be in Green Bay. It'll be in Green Bay.
Yeah.
They'll destroy them. In terms of Hampton or Vidal next week, Matthew.
I'm going to go with Hampton. I get it. Kamani Vidal, you see it there on your screen, plays almost 70% of the snaps, gets 1 more rush attempt, obviously has the big reception for receiving yard. But you know what? It's just weird. Hampton missed a couple of blocks, and so maybe like they were just easing him back in, and just, or maybe they saw that like, hey,
it was weird though.
The usage is weird, but like to the eye test, and again, he's my ride or die, but to the eye test, he looks like such a better running back than Kamani Vidal, who's done a nice job. And I know Harbaugh's loyal and everything like that, but I think this is only going to increase. They gave him the goal line touch, you know what I mean? Like, you know, he got the touchdown. So I think Hampton's an RB2 next week at the Chiefs, whereas I think Vidal is a PPR deep league flex. And I don't know what to do with the pass catchers, man. Like, hopefully they rebound. Like, I just think just a bad day at the office all around.
They can't pass block.
They can't
so it just
pass
doesn't
block.
matter. It often doesn't matter.
you're probably still starting McConkey, and that's about it. Like, you certainly don't feel good about QJ, Keenan Allen, or even Gadsden, who had that stretch that was so awesome, but seems to have fallen off the cliff. You know, Herbert's going to be a low-end QB1, high-end QB2 this week.
This Sunday night, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys welcome Justin Jefferson and the Vikings to Texas in an NFC showdown. Football Night in America will lead you up to kickoff at 7 p.m.
J.J. McCarthy
Eastern.
doesn't make the graphic.
Nope.
A different J.J. made it.
That's right. One of the many JJs of the NFL. We're taking our last break. When we're back, our favorite early week bets on sides and totals. Last call after this.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.